Good morning, and welcome to a very special keynote address. It's special because our speaker, Adam Harter, Vice President of Marketing and Cultural Connections at PepsiCo, is going to receive an honor in recognition of his role in a new era of brand storytelling. First, it's a pleasure to introduce Adam Harter. He's a 16-year veteran of PepsiCo, where he has held key positions in marketing across sports, innovation, and brand strategy. He leads Pepsi's relationships with all the major sports leagues in the United States. His team oversees the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show and the MTV Video Music Awards. In short, he's a marketing power player. In his keynote today, Adam will talk about how Pepsi is connecting with its consumers through content and the new experiences it creates. For example, Pepsi's recent partnership with Fox's hit show Empire and its innovative approach in social media. In recognition of Pepsi's track record as an innovative content creator, Pepsi has been named MIPTV 2017's Brand of the Year. Pepsi joins such past winners as Mattel, Marriott, Chipotle, and Intel. So now please join me in welcoming Adam on stage. Hi.
Thank you.
So let's give you the award. Here's the award. Congratulations, Adam.
Thank you so much. And Laureen, I wanted to say thank you. I'm very honored to accept this on behalf of Pepsi. Very excited to be here. And I wanted to congratulate you and the MIPTV team. I've had a chance to sit in on some of these sessions and just amazing speakers, incredible content, and I think everyone would agree. Let's give them a round of applause for an amazing conference.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I didn't expect that. Well, thank you. And now, oh, we take a picture now.
All right.
Just a minute. Great. Thank you. And now, over to you for the keynote.
Thank you. I couldn't be happier to be here today to talk to you about how Pepsi has truly embraced this new era of storytelling. Through the lens of our partnership with Fox's Empire, we are truly living in transformative times, and never before have consumers had more access to so much content and so many devices so many times throughout the day. There's never been a more challenging or exciting time to be a marketer. And while we live in this world of explosive change and rapidly evolving consumers and a massive amount of data, as a brand, we still constantly look to solve the eternal question: how do we create content that continues to excite and engage fans? That challenge is what motivates us and fuels everything we do at Pepsi. It's in our DNA, and it's in our decades-long heritage in entertainment and pop culture that we've used to tell our brand story. From partnering with Joan Crawford, which marked Pepsi's really first celebrity endorsement, to Cindy Crawford, one of our most iconic commercials, to James Corden pretending to be Cindy Crawford. Maybe that's not one of our most iconic moments, I guess. But what is working with some music and sports powerhouses like the one and only Michael Jackson and Mr. David Beckham, to collaborating with stars from the Super Bowl halftime show like Beyonce and Lady Gaga. Pepsi has been and always will be a brand that exists to connect fans to the experiences they crave. In the case of the Super Bowl halftime show, it's about taking a 12.5-minute performance and transforming it into a season-long consumer engagement platform that builds excitement and anticipation for ultimately over 150 million people worldwide. Now, next year, Pepsi will celebrate 125 years of being at the center of pop culture. And whether it's through sports or music or entertainment, we've leveraged this expertise to turn artists into superstars and superstars into icons. If you're an Empire fan, you'll recall how we seamlessly fit this message into our 3-episode story arc with a meta integration into the series itself. You see, in today's market, being innovative and experimental means stretching and sometimes removing the limits. And bold brands are taking this principle of blending fiction and reality to the max, shattering boundaries between on-screen fantasy and off-screen realities, and viewers love it. For example, at the end of 2015, Pepsi brought a fictional cult icon to life with Pepsi Perfect. So this cola was first featured in the 1989 Back to the Future sequel when Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, a former Pepsi brand ambassador, where he traveled not into the past, but this time into the future, to October 21st, 2015 to be exact. And he enjoys a Pepsi Perfect at the Cafe 80s. Well, as we approached this date, we knew we had to do something spectacular to commemorate the occasion. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to launch a product that merged science fiction with real life and blending in a way that fans would love. So we first brought Pepsi Perfect to life at Comic-Con, where we created an exact replica of the Cafe 80s, and also recreated this product in this beautiful package from the movie itself and made it available to fans online on October 21st, 2015. We promptly sold out, had to scramble to develop more product, and promptly sold out again in a matter of minutes. And as we continue to see this consumer behavior change, even the way that we categorize occasions as events have to evolve. So in today's DVR-ready, on-demand world, we have to approach media buying not through the lens of GRPs and CPMs, but by recognizing that appointment TV is a bona fide experiential event unto itself. This notion is what fueled our approach to Empire also. This was a show that exploded out of the gates and shattered records. It was #1 on primetime, #1 across all demographics, #1 hit soundtrack, and very importantly, was also #1 in terms of social media. So in direct partnership with Empire's producers and writers, we developed a 3-episode holistic story, which positioned Pepsi as the catalyst that elevates emerging artists. And here's what I mean when I talk about blending fiction and reality. This wasn't an integration negotiated with the sales teams. This was actually an idea that emerged from the writers of Empire themselves. And in this unique sub-story, fans watched as the show's lead, Jamal Lyon, performed an original song to become the star of Pepsi's next ad campaign. His ad, which was directed in both the storyline of the show and in real life, was directed by co-creator Lee Daniels. And it aired seamlessly embedded into an exclusive ad pod during the show. So in this, Pepsi was more than just a static product placed into a few scenes in the series. The brand was personified within the script and ultimately became as integral to the storyline as a living, breathing character. We built this partnership with master storytellers, Eileen Shaken and Danny Strong, and built it in a way that is both broad and deep within massive digital extensions. And naturally, we had a Pepsi-sponsored Empire finale viewing party in New York City with a concert featuring actor and fantastic musician in his own right, Jussie Smollett. I can't tell you how much fun it was to give Lee Daniels the opportunity to star in his own show that he created as himself. It was just a ton of fun to watch and a pleasure to work with him and just see how an incredible creative mind goes to work. Now, that approach, treating appointment television and blending fiction and reality, adding this value to the experience through experiential marketing, all of these things led to a 5% sales lift with Empire viewers. Now, that's a complete reversal of the category trends we've been seeing outside of this project, and it clearly correlates with a 3,000% increase we saw in social media conversation around our brand. Now, what we've done is taken these learnings and tried to package them up into our next exciting endeavor with a partnership and decide where do we go from here. I've talked about consumer habits and behavior and the inspiration for how and where we reach consumers. And in the case of Empire, these fans consume so much content online and through mobile, it was only natural to expand the Pepsi storyline in year 2 accordingly. So if the first year of Empire integration was about blending fiction and reality, year 2 is about taking that and then looking at existing Empire fan behavior and treating fans to new, innovative stories and experiences showcased natively across our platforms and communities. So this year's integration brings even more joy to fans while leveraging Pepsi's Sounddrop. Now, this is Pepsi's new music platform that identifies and supports the next generation of breaking artists to get fans deeper into the world of Empire that they know, love, and can't get enough of. Now, it truly is a mobile-first, data-inspired partnership that transcends every point of engagement and communication with the fans. So on TV, on mobile, at retail, and beyond, it's really unlike anything that we've done before. And the first thing that we will do is reward fans with a deeper narrative through Empire Emerge. This is a 9-episode social series via Instagram, co-produced with Fox, that will tell the story of Empire characters and Jamal's creation of his new visual album. Think Beyoncé and Lemonade. Now, it'll include artists within Pepsi's SoundDrop platform. And through the use of innovative on-air promos and in-show integrations, Pepsi's commitment to emerging artists will also be brought to life in the Empire world as Jamal searches to find new artists for this visual album. And it will include the rising star and musician and our newest partner within Pepsi SoundDrop, Tinashe. We couldn't be more proud to be partnering with her. And I'm pleased to report that we just launched this first video just about a week ago. And it's already up to nearly 10 million views. So I think it validates the power of this cross-platform storytelling and the role that brands can have in contributing to those stories. Now, we're also using the power of Pepsi's massive reach at retail to extend the Empire brand in-store through 6 collectible mini cans that will essentially serve as another screen to feature the themes of Jamal's visual album, designed by the artist John Moody, whose work is frequently featured throughout the show. And we'll also unlock exclusive content for those fans who are dying for more access and to go deeper into this show they love. And finally, Jamal's visual album will drop in real life alongside the in-show story of the album's unveiling. Pepsi SoundDrop artist will be incorporated into the piece, unlocked through our on-air premiere, and driving fans to Pepsi's high-impact digital album release in our online stream. Now, we couldn't be more appreciative of Fox and the Empire team for inviting us into their world and allowing us to tell our brand story in the midst of this hit program. It's been an amazing experience for all of us at Pepsi. And now we want to take a look and start thinking about what's next. How do we look forward? As the stewards of incubation and experimentation within Pepsi, we're engaging fans in new and unexpected ways, focusing on deeper, more meaningful experiences and driving active conversation with our fans. We recognize that fans' lifestyles are changing, and as such, we need to stay ahead of them and evolve with them. So the speed of that change demands that we move rapidly. It's about appealing to shorter attention spans and wider ranges of interest, being broader and deeper than we ever have been before. And there's just simply no other way to keep a consistent brand message relevant in today's market. A big part of that comes from our gut. And we need to continue to feed that and nurture it every day by constantly understanding how culture is changing. For us, culture is not a spectator sport. We have to live it and breathe it. And the goal for us is clear: connecting PepsiCo's portfolio of brands with today's hyper-connected users and these consumers that are hungry for meaningful and authentic and relevant brand experiences across multiple touchpoints and platforms. So to do that, we've deployed an innovative framework of teams that exist for that very purpose. So for example, within PepsiCo and North America Beverages, we have a team called Creator. And this is a catalyst group that explores the edges of culture and constantly seeks to co-create with partners and develop innovative experiences. And one of the group's key goals is to create an advantage pipeline of scalable marketing platforms that delivers growth for our brands. And then there's the Creators League. This serves as an internal production arm for PepsiCo, creating new and original content for our brands. The vision behind this in-house content studio is to sell and monetize enough unbranded content by creating powerful stories that it can monetize so that it can ultimately offset the costs of creating compelling branded content that we know ignites our product sales. I urge you all to stay and hear the panel following my speech with my colleague and partner in crime, Mr. Lou Arbetter. He's the one I worked with on everything you see here in Empire, and I know you won't be disappointed in the next panel. As the general manager of our Content League studio, he has a lot to share. And it's really these teams that set the stage for PepsiCo to stay ahead of the pace of change. PepsiCo's heritage is built on bringing fans closer to the entertainment experiences they love and crave. So it's in our makeup to push the limits and find new and exciting ways to connect and engage them. And the larger opportunity, which is so much bigger than the business objective, is to leverage what could instantly become a transformative moment and to position our brand everywhere our fans are. So I am truly humbled to be able to share our story with all of you here today, who I know dedicate your lives to creating and finding and sharing the most powerful stories in the world. So thank you very much for your time and attention today. I appreciate it.